All right, good stuff. Well, we're going to take a break, come back with a gentleman who decided to get on his motorcycle and go for a ride. A ride that took a very, very long time.
He went a very far way.
He did. We'll tell you about that when we come back. Stay with us.
This Global One. Welcome back. Special guest in this morning, Rene Cormier, who in 2003 sat up and said, I'm going to do something. What did you do, and what made you make that decision?
Well, it was a combination of opportunity and desire, and the opportunity was a chance to quit my job. I was working in the U.S. for a bicycle manufacturer. Decided to quit my job, sell everything I had, and do what most people who have motorcycles want to do, and that's drive day after day after day after day. And that started what I thought was going to be a 3-year trip around the world, and it subsequently morphed into a 4.5 trip around the world.
Now, you lasted about 2.5 years on the road, and then you ran out of money. Had to come home, so you were sleeping on your brother's couch, is that right?
I slept on my brother's couch for a year in my sleeping bag, the same sleeping bag that I used camping.
Right.
And I did whatever I could to save money. It was building houses and shoveling snow and whatever I could to save money. And then a year after, I sent myself and the motorcycle to Africa.
Now we see the map that's up here now, Rene. On the left, through the Americas, that was your first trip, and then your second trip, you went starting in South Africa.
Correct.
And where did you go from there?
The second half of the trip, well, the first half was 2.5 years, and then the Africa to Russia section was another 2 years. Starting in South Africa, up the east coast of Africa, from Djibouti, taking an overnight dhow to Yemen. That's that dodgy part of the world where a lot of the ships are being pirated now.
Right.
Made it through there without any issues into Yemen, Oman, Dubai. Took another boat to Pakistan, Iran, and the former Soviet states, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, into Russia, Mongolia, South Korea, shipped to Los Angeles, and arrived back in Canada a few months ago.
Wow.
Now, any problems along the way, or I imagine that there were a lot of people interested in what you were doing, but did you run into any serious problems?
No, I can say that the trip was full of daily small problems, whether it be with motorcycle maintenance or bureaucracy or paperwork. There's one bullet hole in the motorcycle. That is from a little place called Utah. But after that, with the rest of the 45 countries, there was no issue for anything.
Was that a sniper, or was that just a...
You know, I was sleeping in the desert under the motorcycle on government land. I was okay to be there. And I don't know the answer, but I think what had happened was kids with guns were driving around and they saw what they thought was an abandoned motorcycle. They took a few shots. One hit the gas tank, so there's gas pouring on my legs, and I got up, and then they had left, so.
Wow.
I'll never know the answer. That's what I choose to believe now.
What was your favorite part of your journeys?
That's a very difficult question, but for me, the favorite riding would be this high mountainous 3,000, 4,000 mountain peak stuff. So that'd be Peru, Bolivia, Tajikistan, which is one of these little countries north of Afghanistan. Very few people, and the people that you meet are as interested to see you as you are to see them. So a really great interchange of interest on both sides. There's no gift shop. There's none of that stuff. It's really authentic. It's great.
Are you going to head somewhere again? Where are you planning on going next? Or are you going to just go to like Abbotsford and back or something?
There's a lot of great riding in Canada still to be done.
Yeah.
Especially in Canada's north. That's one area I haven't explored too much. I'll get to that as well. I'm back to Africa next month to do some riding with friends there. Coming back to Canada for our summer, and then we'll play it as it goes.
Okay. All right, Rene's put a calendar together, 2009 calendar, with some images from his latest adventure. $20, Rene Dien, kind of like Canadian.com, is where you can pick that up, and you're going to be at the motorcycle show this weekend.
I will be talking motorcycles and traveling till my voice disappears.
Very good.
From tonight until Sunday at 5. And a lot of people swing by to talk certainly about traveling and was it dangerous or not, and it's not, so please go. How do you pack?
What's the best thing to take?
Exactly. How do you prepare the motorcycle? What do you eat? How do you get money out of in these countries? All of these kind of things that people have questions about, and I'm happy to answer it, because part of my reason for coming to these motorcycle shows is to give sort of a suggestive kick in the rump to people who are thinking about doing a trip like this. Maybe not multi-year trip, but certainly multi-week trip or multi-month trip.
Yeah.
and to go.
Very
That's the
good.
most
Well,
important part.
congratulations. Good for you for imparting some of your knowledge onto others.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
We're actually
Good
sent
luck.
Mark Madriga on a two and a half year trip to the Arctic. So, yeah.
Thanks,
Mark,
buddy.
no, we don't want to get rid of you.
Well,
we want to
not-
keep you here.
Maybe for a while. Just, I don't know, about 2.5 years. Motorcycle show at the Tradex?
Yes.
Abbotsford? Excellent stuff. Okay, looking forward to that. Thank you very much. Downtown Victoria in clouds, but not as much fog there. Dense fog, Nanaimo Airport. Dense fog, Vancouver Airport. Crystal clear, speaking of Abbotsford. The Abbotsford Airport, not a cloud in the sky. Let's go to our map, and it's cold as a result in Abbotsford. -4 degrees right now in the Central Fraser Valley. Not as cold on the thermometer, at least at Hope, with temperature of, I believe, -1, and you're getting, sorry, -2. You're getting a little wind out of the east and through the north through Agassiz, mixing things up a bit. But the cold one, Abbotsford, actually Bellingham at -6, Whistler mostly clear and -10 this morning. Similar pattern to the last few days. Maybe